alongside me is Teresa Dark. The Spartan Sport Report is a wrap-up of the games that happened in the previous week and what's to come in the following. To get us started on this busy weekend of sports we just had, Teresa Dark is going to start us off with volleyball. Teresa?
Thanks, Kyle. Last weekend, the women's volleyball team competed in the Portland tournament in New York. The tournament did not go as well as they hoped, with 3 losses and 1 win for the green and white. The team this year is full of fresh new faces that are looking for playing time on New York's outstanding team. Freshman Allie Donahue handed out 21 assists while also recording 7 digs, 4 kills, and 3 service aces against Lebanon Valley. The Franklin and Marshall game on Wednesday was the home debut for the Spartans. Sophomore Katie Hudson tallied 10 kills, 10 digs, 2 aces, and a pair of block assists. Senior Ashley Ryman recorded a team high of 21 digs for York. Unfortunately, this did not prove to be enough as the Spartans fell 3-1. The Spartans head back on the road Friday, September 7th in the opening round of the Dickinson College Invitational.
Well, we wish volleyball the best of luck. Plenty else happened around York College this previous weekend. We're about to send it over for men's soccer with Joe Widener, where he has Justin Facer and Antonio Bua to wrap up what happened down in Christopher Newport this past weekend.
Thanks, Kyle. The York College men's soccer team are 3-time defending CAC champions. They kicked off the 2012 regular season this weekend at the Christopher Newport tournament in Virginia Beach. Spartans went 2-0 in this tournament, beating Virginia Wesleyan 5-1 with goals from freshmen and standout Antonio Bua in the first game, and moved on to the championship match against Christopher Newport, who was nationally ranked. They took them down by a score of 2-0. Both goals in that game scored by freshman Brendan Saverton. This weekend, the Spartans host their own tournament here at York College, where they will start off with McDaniel College Saturday at 12:30. Spartans, with the strong start, looking to be 4-time defending CAC championships. And with me now, I have senior midfielders Justin Facer and Antonio Bua. Guys.
How you doing?
I know you guys just came back from practice. Just a couple quick questions for you. The first, what are your thoughts about the opening weekend? Christopher Newport, nationally ranked, took them down.
Yeah, being that our second game, definitely a huge win for the team. Like you said, we are really young. We had both our goals scored in that game by freshman Brendan Saverton. Great start for him. Both goals were scored in the second half, and going up in that early was important, but defending the lead, nobody scored in the second half, so it was definitely a true test to see if we could defend the lead for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with Justin. Going up 2-0 really was really easy for us to go in the second half and still attack, but play with that sense of swagger that York College usually plays with. So happy about this weekend.
You guys, since your freshman year, you guys have been CAC champs every year. What do you guys need to do to make it 4 in a row?
I think since we won this weekend 2 games, our heads are up high, but I think that we need to continue to build off of that and not peak mid-season. Continue to build until we get to that last. I'm close to peaking at the last game. So
probably the 2 most well-known seniors on the team around campus. What is your senior leadership going to do for the team?
I think it's important as a senior to distinguish yourself. Antonio being a captain, myself not being a captain. The younger players obviously look up to us, and it's doing the things right off the field and on the field.
Thank you, guys. Justin Facer, Antonio Bua, seniors looking to keep Spartans on track after a 2-0 start, looking for that 4th CAC championship. Sean, over to you.
Thanks, Joe. Coach Vicki Sterner embarked on her 16th season at the helm of the YCP women's soccer program as they kicked their 2012 campaign, playing in the Crusader Classic Invitational at Alvernia University in Reading, Pennsylvania last weekend. In their first match, the Spartans earned a 1-0 victory over Ursinus thanks to a 55th minute goal by sophomore Elizabeth Bunn and great defensive play around goalkeeper Melanie Glessner. On Sunday afternoon, the Green and White would battle host Alvernia in the tournament finale. More great defensive effort from the Spartans resulted in both teams being scoreless through 2 overtimes. Ultimately, the Crusaders would claim the championship on penalty kicks by a count of 4-3. Freshmen Chelsea McDowell and sophomores Elizabeth Bunn and Claire Chatham would all earn all-tournament team honors for their impressive play over the weekend. The Spartans continued their road trip on Wednesday night as they traveled to Elizabethtown College, a match that resulted in a 0-0 draw. The Spartans conclude their 4-game road trip as they travel to Albright on Saturday before playing host to Maritime on Sunday afternoon here at York. Now over to Derek Barenhausen with your field hockey update.
Thanks, Sean. Hey, what's up, Spartan fans? I'm Derek Barenhausen, here to deliver the field hockey portion of the Spartan Sport Report. The hockey team opened up their season last Friday, August 31st, in the first annual York College Classic, where they fell to Alvernia University 4-0 in the opening round. Spartans rebounded quickly on Saturday as they defeated Randolph-Macon in a 6-3 triumph. York received goals from 5 separate players, including a 2-goal performance from junior forward Jillian Bresgel. Senior midfielder Ashton Burke also got in on the scoring action as she recorded her first career goal for the Green and White. And also in the contest, goaltender Brittany Alvarado recorded her first career victory in her first collegiate start for York College. Alvarado recorded 2 saves against 9 total shots faced. The Spartans outshot the Yellow Jackets 37-9 and held the advantage in penalty corners 13-9. Moving to Wednesday, September 5th, the Spartans hosted visiting Gettysburg College in a non-conference tilt. Both teams traded goals early on in the first half, but the Bullets closed the door later in the second half with 2 goals, extending the lead to 3-1. The Spartans will return to action on Saturday, September 8th, where they will travel to Lexington, Virginia to face Washington and Lee. This is the start of a 5-game road trip before the Spartans eventually will return home on Saturday, September 29th to face CSC rival Salisbury and a 1 p.m. contest. Now, over to Kyle.
Well, that's all we have for you this week on the Spartan Sport Report. Join us next week on Friday when we release our next report.
Have a great day!